guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another vlog. We are going to be doing a weekend vlog in my life living in New York City. I initially intended on starting this video yesterday when I got home from work, but unfortunately I was in a bit of an accident. Many of you guys know that I commute to work on my scooter, and we were supposed to be expecting some thunderstorms and heavy weather in the evening. So after 6 o'clock I brought my scooter to work thinking that I would be in the clear, and unfortunately it started raining pretty much the second I stepped out of work. So I did my best to really stay safe. I moved quite slowly. They recently painted the bike lanes, which is a good thing because I think the bike lane wasn't as visible to cars before. However, it was very hard to maneuver. I was slowing down for a red light and I just lost my grip on my scooter, and my scooter went one way and I went flying off the other. The accident could have been so much worse. Traffic was stopped. It was a red light. Kind of landed in between the bike lane and the car lane. So had the cars been moving, it could have been a lot worse. Luckily, there was no bikes or scooters behind me, so that also was just like a saving grace. But it definitely shook me up. I was shaking after it happened. I almost started crying, but I held it together and I started walking my scooter pretty much the rest of the way home. Unfortunately, I was still quite far from my apartment, so I did have to get back on it just to get home, because if I would have walked, it would have taken me like an hour, and I just really wanted to get home. You know, when something bad happens, you're just like, I want to be home. I want to be with someone I love or someone who will help me. So that was my initial reaction, was just like, get home and figure out the damage later. In the moment, I wasn't thinking like to vlog anything, and I just wanted to get in the shower. So unfortunately, I did kind of get some scrapes and bruises. Most of it is on my legs, but I'll show you a little bit, as much as I can at least. Here is my knee. As you can see, this is all lumpy and bumpy, a bit scratched up. I have bruising and just scrapes all along my upper thigh, but I won't show you that. And it's really hard to show you, but my arm already looks insanely better than it did just a few hours ago. But definitely got some scrapes there as well. My biggest concern though is my hand. As you can see, my palm is quite bruised from the fall. Don't mind the calluses, that's just from working out and weightlifting, but I did use my hand to try to catch the fall, and it is quite badly bruised. I'm less concerned about the bruising and more so if it's broken, so I might go get it checked out, but we'll see. That being said, I did not go to my workout class yesterday evening, and I'm also not going to be going this morning. I just think my body needs a little bit more rest, and I just can't imagine doing like some of the high intensity workouts that we do, so we're going to take it easy today. But I still want to get my protein in because I can't lose these gains. And I'm gonna be making one of my recent favorite protein shakes. This one is probably tied with my coconut bowl that I've also been obsessed with. Definitely try this one, it's so easy. All you need is 3 ingredients. And of course, we are using my fabulous Vitamix. Starting with my Premier Protein that I love, I'm gonna put 8 ounces of this in the blender. I'm gonna go in with frozen mango chunks, and I just realized I'm running out, which is unfortunate because I would use a lot more than that, but around a cup of mangoes and half of a frozen banana. And that's it. You just blend it and enjoy. There it is, perfectly blended, and we even have some to spare. That protein shake has been devoured, and now it's time to get to work in my apartment. A few random things are breaking all of a sudden, so I'm gonna turn into Bob the Builder and fix them. And we're starting in my fridge. As you can see, this piece belongs in there. Unfortunately, this side just decided to break, so I have the other side of the piece on my table, and I have to reattach it in order to get it back in the middle so that these can stay up. But right now they're just kind of resting on the bottom of the fridge. So I went out and picked up this Scotch liquid super glue. I'm hoping that this is heavy duty enough for this job, but we will see. Because prior to going out and getting that, I did ask my maintenance people if they could come fix this for me, and they said they don't have like extra fridge parts and that it would be a charge once I leave, like whenever my lease is up. So I want to avoid those fees at all costs, and I figured I could just fix it myself, or at least a quick fix. You know, it's not like permanently fixed, but it'll do the trick. I think that's settled enough. Let's take these out so we can get that piece in. I think it just goes in here. This doesn't go like this. I can't even get this piece in. It's like too long. I think I have to lift this. But it's kind of heavy with all the stuff I have on it. Okay, I think I've got to empty this shelf because it's too heavy right now for me to efficiently do this job. It's like impossible. This does not fit. It doesn't go in. It doesn't work. This is not working. I'm not gonna be able to fix my fridge today. Well, that was a fail. Let's just pretend like I didn't spend 10 minutes of my life doing that. The next project, however, is one that I should be able to complete. We are now in the bedroom. As you might be able to see, this branch here is a little wonky. I started hanging my phone charger off of it because I didn't want it on the floor, and I guess I pulled too hard. It broke off. So it's hanging on by a thread, and we are going to super glue it together. Got my trusty super glue. Let's hope this does the trick. It looks like they use glue to hold it together from the beginning, so I think it should work. Okay, there's that. That's gonna do. Just gonna let that dry and it should be good to go. All right, you guys, it's been a couple hours. I'm not gonna lie. I've just been sitting around trying to figure out what to do with myself because I'm so bored. But I finally decided just to go on a walk, which is why I tied my hair up in a bun. I just wanted out of my face for the walk. And even though I can't do my usual HIIT training workout, I still wanted to get my body moving in some way. So I figured a walk would be a good way to do that, especially since it's not super strenuous. So I'm gonna go for a walk. I'll probably head towards the water because it is really nice right now. So I'll see you there. Back home. That was a good walk. I did like a couple miles and I just feel 10 million times better. And I saw so much beautiful fall foliage outside. It like really got me in the mood and inspired me to kind of decorate my apartment a little bit. I typically don't decorate for fall. I feel like the decor for fall is just not really my vibe, but I did pick up some like pampas grass while I was on my walk. I saw some of these guys and I was like, let me just grab a few. And so I'm gonna be putting that like in a vase, I think, on my coffee table. And then I also have these mini white pumpkins. These guys, I also decorated with them last year, and obviously like different ones because they get bad, but I have these two, and I thought those were really cute last year, so I figured I'd just have some white pumpkins again this year. And those are really the only things that I have. I think I have like a green pumpkin in my closet, but I'm just feeling too lazy to like climb up there and get it from the top shelf, so we'll see. Maybe I'll put that out a little later, but for now, I think I'm just gonna set this stuff out, and hopefully we'll get some fall vibes going in the space. Just lit my first candle of the season. It is vanilla pumpkin flavored, and it's a crackling one. Do you hear that? Anyway, this is definitely giving us the fall spirit, and I can always add some more later, but I feel like this is good for now. But I am camping in for the rest of the night. I'm going to rest and ice my body, and hopefully I'll get back on here in the morning. Good morning, you guys. We made it to Sunday. I am dressed for the gym. Today is a workout called MCATs. It's a strength training day, so got my pre-workout ready, and I'm just gonna drink this and head on over. Hopefully it's a good one. Workout is done, and as you could see, it's completely pouring outside. This thunderstorm is still going strong, so that ruined my plans of going for my daily walk and getting groceries. I really wanted to pick up some like sliced turkey breast just so that I could have it for some protein, but we're not doing that right now. Hopefully the rain does lighten up a bit though, so I can go back outside and get some errands done. But for now, I do have some packages here, so we'll open those together. I was also thinking about going to City MD later just to check on my hand, but it is starting to feel better. I completed that entire workout. I did have to modify, especially for like the push-ups and things that really relied on placing weight on my hands and wrists. I was able to do that. A coach helped me, and that was fine, but we got through it, so I'm feeling good about that. I don't know that I really have to get it checked at the moment, but I'm just giving it time, giving it lots of ice, and we'll see if that helps. Now for these packages, I got 2 from Target, 1 from Amazon. I'm pretty sure everything that I got from Target is food. Oddly enough, I have been really wanting some more healthy alternatives for snack options, because one thing about me is that I do like to eat often throughout the day. I like to have a good amount of snacks, and if I don't have healthy options right in front of me, then I will go for the Cheez-Its or the Oreos, things like that. So I really wanted to have some healthy alternatives. But before we get into that, let's just quickly open this Amazon one because it's something little. I told you all in my last video that I was gonna be getting the smiley face toppers for my Stanley cups, and they have come in. This one comes in a pack of 6. That's actually a lot, so I'll probably give these to some friends and family. But the reason I wanted these is because my other toppers are good for like covering the straw, making sure no bugs can get in, but the water still leaks through it. I think it's because if you can see, this part is not actually covering the part where water can come out of. So with the smiley faces, it covers the entire straw. I'm not gonna put it on yet because I do wanna like wash these out first, but I think this will help with the water leakage problem. I'm hoping. So I bought these. Hopefully this does the trick. That way when I'm transporting things, or if I throw this in my bag, it's just easy enough and it doesn't wet everything, because that has happened to me. Now for Target, the first thing I picked up is this Quaker caramel rice crisp. They're basically the caramel rice cakes, but they're a little smaller. I figured a bag of these would be really nice. They have 10 grams of whole grains per serving, only 110 calories for 16 pieces, which is amazing. So that's a good one. Then I also got these Cliff Thins, chocolate chip flavored. I've had these before and they're really good. They're crunchy, not soft like the regular Cliff bars, but these only have 100 calories per pack, so these are a great on-the-go snack. They are individually packaged, so I love that. And then the last snack for this box is these Lesser Evil popcorns. These are really, really good. I've had these at work before, actually. They're only 50 calories per bag, and they're made with coconut oil. Very healthy. I love the flavor too. I'm a big fan of coconut, as you all know. So this I thought would be a perfect snack option. The only thing that's in this big box is more of my Premier protein shakes. I have been loving these. This comes in a 12 pack, and the best thing about it is that each of these little bottles has 30 grams of protein. 30 grams. So if you drink one of these, you are already like a third of the way to your protein goal. At least I am. So this is great. I'm gonna throw these right into the fridge. I love having these. These are also what I use to make my coconut bowls. So I have been going through them like crazy. While we wait for the rain to stop, I'm just preparing myself a little snack. This is my current favorite protein yogurt. It has 17 grams of protein, and then I'm just gonna add this Trader Joe's vanilla almond granola. So good, and it's the perfect post-workout breakfast. So let's do it. Got my yogurt in there. I usually fill it to about 7.5 ounces. I love this jar because it tells me exactly how much I'm using. We are going to top it with granola. I like a lot of granola, and don't let this fool you. The second this is gone, I will be adding more. Alrighty, you guys, it has been a little bit, but I've just been hanging around waiting for a break in the rain, and it has finally stopped. I don't know for how long though, so I want to hurry up and get out of here. I'm super excited to go to Trader Joe's because I want to do a fall grocery shop. I feel like I'm super late to the game, but I just wasn't fully ready to embrace all things fall. But now that the trees are starting to change and like it's beginning to look and feel like fall, I feel like it's time. I've just got to get with the program. So we're gonna go there and just get all things fall. I'm super excited, and I'm gonna take you with me. All right, we are back and we got the goods. I cannot wait to go through some of this stuff and actually try some of these things because I feel like a lot of the things that I picked up I did not have last season, so they're pretty new to me. The first one is these pumpkin tortilla chips. I'm a big fan of tortilla chips, and I feel like if you add pumpkin, it can only make it better. So I got that. Oh, and I also already took out this autumnal harvest pasta sauce, which I heard is really good. I've got some ravioli to go with it. Then we have the butternut squash mac and cheese. This I did have last year and it was bomb. I was actually really mad because I picked up only one box, and after I ate it, I went back for more and they were completely sold out. So hopefully that doesn't happen again this year. Just got some bananas. I also got some cottage cheese because I feel like there's this craze for cottage cheese these days. I'm trying to become a cottage cheese girly, so if you have ways that you like to eat this, please let me know. I know some people pair it with fruit, with toast. Let me know. We've got some butternut squash ravioli, and then I also picked up, this one I think I'm even more excited about, is the honey roasted pumpkin ravioli. Both of them sounded amazing. We got pumpkin spiced pumpkin seeds. That sounds delish. I love pumpkin seeds and I love sunflower seeds. And then I've recently been obsessed with the turkey chomps. So I had to pick up like 5 or 6 of these. I've just been eating like one a day. We've got pumpkin pecan instant oatmeal. I wasn't kidding when I said we were having a fall grocery haul. So We got lots of pumpkin. Just got some shaved Parmesan cheese for all of the pasta. I picked up some marshmallows. This is actually for my students at work because we do a little campfire chat and it's really cute and they've been wanting some real marshmallows. Then we got these Go Macro bars. I want to try them. They have some protein in them, so I figured this would be an easy like on-the-go snack. I picked up the coconut almond butter and chocolate chip flavor and also the peanut butter chocolate chip. And just two more things. I got some red and green grapes. And lastly, some salsa to go with my pumpkin tortilla chips. So that is the fall grocery haul. I'm really, really excited about this. I'm just working on putting those things away, but I almost forgot to show you, my boyfriend came and he fixed my fridge. So we're back in business, baby. It looks so much better like this. It's just the little things, like having an organized fridge and one that actually is not broken that makes life better. But he did indeed have to like take the entire fridge apart, remove everything, take out like actual fridge parts to get that piece back in there. So it wasn't just that I was weak, it's just that I didn't fully do the whole process that needed to be done. But I'm just glad it's taken care of. Okay, I'm coming back on here because I've just been snacking on these while I watch TV. They are a must buy. So good. If you don't get anything else, you gotta get this, the butternut squash mac and cheese, and that honey roasted pumpkin ravioli. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. I'm gonna want these now year round. All right, you guys, it is already dark out. I'm about to have my dinner. I have my butternut squash mac from TJ's. And I'm thinking it's feeling like a movie night tonight. So I was scrolling through Disney Plus and it looks like they just put out a new movie. It's called Elemental and it looks really cute. It kind of plays on the whole earth, wind, and fire thing. So I think I'm gonna watch that. Just came out in 2023. So if you haven't seen it, then let's watch it together.